Hello everyone and welcome to AceOSCE's video for today. Thanks for joining me, Alicia, and in today's video I am aiming to talk about a specific topic in just a few snippets or snapshots of that specific topic. Today I'm going to be talking about hypothyroidism and trying to answer a few common questions for a lot of our PEBC aspirants that are not in Canada but outside Canada, and even for people who are just starting their MCQ preparation. So hopefully you guys find this video helpful and informative about hypothyroidism. Let's get started. So this, guys, is a snapshot from the online tool RxTX, which gives us all the updated information of the Canadian guidelines of treatment of a specific condition. This is the CTC, or the Compendium of Therapeutic Choices, the online version. So the first question that I usually get from a lot of people is that, is the book version better or is the online version better? What I would suggest is that the online version has the most updated information and the guidelines are constantly changing, so going in for the online version is a good idea. Going through the topics that the chapter has, of course, the first thing is the introduction. The introduction kind of gives us a little bit of a snapshot of what the chapter is going to give us information about. So if you're going to be studying about hypothyroidism, of course, it's going to tell you what the thyroid hormones are. A dearth of the thyroid hormones causes a series of cascade of events in our bodies, which we call hypothyroidism, of course, and a basic idea of what the hormones are and their levels. Of course, knowing those levels are important, keeping in mind how prevalent this disease is in Canada, and even if it isn't a very prevalent disease in terms of the PEBC, no amount of preparation is enough, right? So you want to study each and everything. The second thing that I get a lot of questions about is the investigations, So in investigations, you usually have your lab reports, the reference ranges for most test results that you want to see. You've got your basic other things that usually, lab tests that doctors are going to be ordering in. So a lot of people who are studying for their PEBC, especially not in Canada, ask me if it's a good idea to study these investigations, and I would always say yes. Just the reason is, of course, it's a PEBC exam, you want to be on the safer side. But also in your clinical practice, knowing the idea about what investigation is done for which specific disease, what is the reference lab values that I'm looking at, especially for things like diabetes, hypertension, hypothyroidism, things that are actually very prevalent in Canada. Knowing those things about it is going to give your clinical practice a really big boost. Also for your PEBC, you want to make sure that you have all your reference values in range, and as all of you know, the MCQ and the OSCE are not exams that are a 60% pass marked thing. It is a bell curve exam where the best 1000 or the best 500 pass, right? So you do want to make sure that you are better than the rest. So keeping the investigations in your mind, at least the basic reference range values, and knowing what we're testing for a certain disease is going to give your performance a boost as well. So yes, do go through those. The next thing, which is quite important, is again the causes of hypothyroidism, So why are the thyroid hormones going low in a specific body? I wanted to give you guys a heads up that it is Hashimoto's thyroiditis. I was doing an exam with a candidate before, and this was something we had a discussion about, and this is the official guidelines that we usually follow in Canada, and PEBC is a Canadian exam, so I know that different countries may have their different references and everything, but the PEBC is taken in terms of the Canadian population. So in case you ever get this question, the answer for the most common cause of hypothyroidism would be marked as Hashimoto's thyroiditis. In terms of the CTC, it also gives you an idea about what are the different causes of hypothyroidism and what you can see in all of them, or what is different in all of them. So for example, in your PEBC, if there's a question that what sort of hypothyroidism cause is rare in North America, they would probably ask you or think you should know iodine. Of course, guys, you can reach out to me for any of your PEBC mini mocks for your EE practice, or one-on-one practice cases for your PEBC OSCEs. I have opened up slots starting January onwards. Sorry, I was extremely busy for this season. And I'm hoping that I can help more of you guys out. I'm hoping that I've answered a couple of questions, and people who are new to this channel have gotten a little bit of idea about what hypothyroidism is. So follow us and ask me any questions.